va a hablar acerca de su especialidad también. So, Dr. Jailu, wherever you wish, is your time. Vamos a acabar a las 8:30, ¿no? Que ya lo planeado más o menos. Sí.
Okay, thank you very much for wanting to be the last speaker. Is a good opportunity because I have to at least complete my presentation within a shorter period of time as much as possible. In fact, I would like to briefly maybe talk on what Ethiopia really looks like. It has been explained maybe in the previous presentation. And as a federal country, a federal republic, we have 5 administrative structures: the federal, the regions, the zones, and the wordas, which is equivalent to districts in many of maybe the Western. And we have the smallest units, qabeles, or the communes. Well, it is interesting enough, Ethiopia as a federal republic is combined these 9 regions and 2 city administrations with various emblems and flags. The policy and economy of the country, in fact, the country is committed to decentralization. The focus of the decentralization is not, the privatization or the deconcentration. Rather, it's not a delegation. Purely, it is a devolution of authority, where the government is, trying to push the decision-making authorities to the nearest or to grassroots level where the community could, benefit more. And our major economy, the driver for our economy is not industry, rather our major base is on agriculture, which is a major source of, the majority of the population. This has been said, and in fact, historically, it is a cradle of the humankind, Lucy, in Amharic, what we call Lord Dinkanish. The first, humankind, as a result of archaeological findings, 3.5 million years ago. And it is also a country non-colonized, as the oldest state in Africa. Our education system, probably similar to most of the European and other Western countries, we have a system of the preschool education. We have a system of primary education, which is divided into 2 cycles. We have, again, a secondary education with 2 cycles, general secondary and preparatory education. We have technical and vocational education system again, with 5 levels of national qualification certificate system. The preparatory secondary school is a gate, for higher education level in Ethiopia, and the tertiary education system, we have both the combination of programs in 3 years, programs in 4 years, programs in 5 years and 6 years as an undergraduate program, and an average 2 years graduate program, plus roughly 3 to 4 years in PhD programs. The education system, it's guided by a strategic framework. This strategic framework for guiding of the education system is the agricultural development lead industrialization. Already we have passed 2 important macroeconomic systems. The first was the PSRSP, the poverty reduction program, and followed by, again, a sustainable poverty alleviation development planning. Now we are in stage of growth and transformation plan as a strategic framework leading the education system. So this growth and transformation plan expects from the education sector so many requirements. As a developing country, we are striving to achieve the Millennium Development Goals, particularly the two goals set for education sector: universalization of primary education and promoting the gender equality, particularly the empowerment of women as a key focus in the education sector. The second requirement for the transformational process in our country is the production of trained workforce in both quantity and quality, and improvement in the quality of services throughout the system, the building of good governance in the decentralization arena, democratization, and transforming country to a middle level income country is the major directions expected from the education sector in light of transforming Ethiopia or transforming the education sector. So in this vision, the other guiding policy, the higher education system of the country is the increasing enrollment of students to higher education is guided by the 70-30 ratio, meaning engineering, technology, and science seems to be as the priority area for our development endeavors. In light of this, key priorities are also set for ensuring quality and relevance. One focus is improving and strengthening the management and administration system of the universities, which is popularly used the management tool, the business process re-engineering in most of the higher education institutions funded by public. And other quality and relevance assurance is through the HESC and HERCA. I think there is also a common practice, as we heard it this morning. We have HESC, the Higher Education Strategic Center, and the Higher Education Relevance and Quality Assurance are the one, safeguarding the quality of education, particularly in tertiary level. Improving the performance and the implementation capacity of the institutes of technology, because one of the major priorities set for the development of the nation is science, technology, and there is also a focus given for the institutions within the universities. Plus, other focus area is the professional competency of teachers. One interesting idea maybe we heard this morning from the Office of the Quality Assurance of the Salamanca University is the professors or the teachers are more of, they are more accredited externally. They have to be certified as to be as the instructors or teachers or professors of the university. I think there is also a move toward this direction. We expect competency of teachers to be improved even in tertiary education in the Ethiopian system. On top of that, revision of curricula is one of the top agendas in tertiary education system of Ethiopia in general. Following this, instituting technology transfer, maybe some of the countries have required a long distance for transformation process, and there is a need to transfer maybe technology within a shorter period of time by adapting. Coming to some of the basic data, basically our system of education, I can say it's at an infant stage. The kindergarten education is so minimal, and it is enrollment rate is expressed in terms of percentage is less than 10%. The primary education, the enrollment rate is still, it is less than 100, which is again a characteristic of some of developing countries like that of in Africa, what we note. Similarly, in secondary education, the development stage is somewhat so minimal. In higher education, the history of higher education maybe in Ethiopia is not as old as that of we noted from some of the Spain universities like that of Salamanca. It is about 6 decades ago, 60 years. And even the graduate program is not more than 30 years. Major quantitative and qualitative changes actually took place in Ethiopia in the past 5 to 10 years. And currently we have about 86 higher education institutions in the country. 31 are public and a little bit more than 55 are the non-government. I don't know exactly what is the gross enrollment ratio for most of maybe the European countries. It's much far better than that of the African standard, but ours is still it is less than 10%. This is the main gate of Addis University. The campus, well, you go through the main gate, an interesting area maybe in front of some of the buildings at the center at SUBSAHARIANA campus. This is the palace where the president and the vice presidents are positioned, and it was the palace given from the Haile Selassie first at the establishment of the university. And in fact, it's not only the offices for the vice presidents and the presidents, and this is also the Institute of Ethiopian Study, the Center for Ethiopian Study. Addis Ababa, as I said, maybe the oldest in relative terms in Ethiopian context, and it is also the largest public higher education institution in Ethiopia, which was established in 1950 with the name as College of Addis Ababa. Then this was renamed as Haile Selassie University in 1962, and the current name as Addis Ababa University in 1975. At the governing bodies, we have the board, the administrative board is there, the president, 4 vice presidents, maybe equivalent to that of rector and vice rectors. We have the deans, directors for the institutes and for the college, and the smallest management unit we have in our university is the departments, or in some cases centers, and these are not chaired by the chairs. Concerning the academic units in general, we have 10 colleges. Most probably it is a comprehensive university. We have a college for the social sciences, for education and behavioral studies, for the health sciences, for business and economics, for agriculture and veterinary medicine, and so on. Within these 10 colleges, there are again departments, about 63 departments, 11 centers and 13 schools. In addition, 2 teaching hospitals. One is in the College of Health Sciences at the Tukurambissa, or the Black Lion Hospital, a specialized hospital, and another teaching hospital we have is at the Veterinary Medicine in Derzeit. 18 institutes. Of these, 6 are the research, and 2 of them are the teaching technology institutes. Generally speaking, Addis University runs both bachelor programs, the MD, DVM, the Master's, Special Certificate, and the PhD degree programs. It launched its first MC programs in 1979 and its first PhD program in 1987. We have 73 undergraduate programs, 151 master's program, and 69 PhD programs. As a result of this 70-30 proportion, although we didn't maintain this program mix, but our intention is, in light of maintaining this program mix in the area of 70-30. Of our academic staff, it's wrongly stated, it's 2066, not 20,000. It is 2066. The proportion of the female is 13.5%. That's why from the outset stated the empowerment of female and more intake of female students is paramount, important. Nationality, majority of the instructors or the teachers in the university or academic staff is the Ethiopians, 7.5% expatriates, and annually more than 115 of visiting professors come to Ethiopia, particularly in the area of for block teaching in different departments, in different disciplines. Our student enrollment is 50,170. Of this, as Dr. Tashon earlier reported, 9,515 are for master's program and 1,475 for PhD. And in fact, our majority of students are the Ethiopian citizens and very few members of international students. So our role in national development, we have a vision to be as a preeminent African research and graduate program university. It is our ambition to meet this through expanding and promoting graduate programs, graduate studies and research, and focusing our mission to national capacity development, particularly in building the capacity of the newly emerging universities in the country. And I can say that the lion's share in building the capacity of the local university, the regional universities, mainly fall on the shoulder of Addis University. So, in addition to building the capacity of local universities, the regional universities, there is again a growing interest in the demand for professional staff in both private and public sector. It is the Addis University really who is being responsible in building all these capacity areas. Maybe one important event we noted in the process of the development is we are in a stage of a radical reform. This radical reform is not only in the area of academic programs, in both the support services plus in outreach areas. In fact, this reform process had started in 2006 by the name of the strategic planning process as one of the management fact. Then this had proceeded in 2009 with reorganization as for the second phase in 2011-12. The change is basically motivated both internally and with an external factors. There's a high quest for quality, and again a big interest in there of expansion, plus in maintaining efficiency and effectiveness as a force for change. Plus, there is again a paradigm shift, particularly in the academic programs, from traditional teaching to that of learning, which is a swift change probably taking place in most of the European universities. And we believe to be as centering on student as a focal and the major stakeholders for our educational process. And we are also trying to modularize our undergraduate program. We have already started the modularizations in the graduate program some 2 years ago. The problem maybe in this change-driven process is, there is also a problem of mobility locally, plus a mobility issue maybe to most of the American and European universities. And I think it is believed the modularization process and the European credit transfer system may help some of the students who are interested to continue their education in the West world. However, the challenge we have in this process as a direct, not derivative process of the Bologna process plus that of the Copenhagen agreements. Our major challenge is we don't have a national qualification framework at a national level, and probably this is an area where we should work on it. Closing, working with alumni, as previous speaker explained, a lot of Ethiopian diasporas, friends of Ethiopia, and the several university, partner universities in Europe, in America, Canada, China, India, Korea. We have started working together with most of the professors from different corners of the world. As a potential area where we are much interested to work with partner universities, maybe in the area of the biotechnology, we have a good experience in biological sciences, and probably this could be a focal point to attract maybe some of the researchers to work in that area. Plus, to fill the national interest, maybe science and technology, which is a growing economy in Ethiopia. The infrastructure development is high in need of the expansion of science and technology. It could be one of the potential areas for collaboration. Environment and climate, it may also interest most of the universities around the world. The same is true again for Ethiopia, Addis University. Area of health sciences, the social sciences, the education, the business and economics, humanities and arts could be potential areas for the students and the researchers really to work on that area. Another dimension as a potential area for collaboration may be Ethiopia, as at historical places. It may interest the archaeologists plus the anthropologists. For geological studies, maybe the great Rift Valley, it crosses the country, and the Dalu depression, which is known are the best along the world, could may attract. And the research development we have started, the Renaissance Dam, which is one of the largest dam compared to international standards, this could attract really the researchers. So there are really a lot of potential areas that could attract partners to work on research undertakings. Finally, the challenge, although we are a developing nation, still issue of challenge could be also a top agenda in even industrialized world. I think it is also a serious issue for Ethiopian context. Capacity issues also Ethiopian context are so challenging. Thank you.
Any question for Dr. Yes, Paula, please.
Maybe I write a wrong figure, but